Hello, Taurus. Welcome to 2020 Tarot. This is Natalie. So today I'm going to do a career and money reading for you. This is a general reading, so it may not work or resonate with everybody. If it doesn't, check out your other signs, rising and moon. And I will also check my Mars sign as well. So anyways, having said that, if this resonates, please give it a thumbs up. And if it doesn't resonate at all with either of your signs, then just by all means, go to another reader. There's tons of them on YouTube, and a lot of them are great. So please go ahead and check me out at another time. Okay, so I'm going to just shuffle again, one more time, sorry. And I'm going to pick a card from the Rebel deck. Okay, it'll be this one. Nothing wants to fall out. Okay, so it says, card number 9, what do you feel? Apples and oranges. I see that in this card, and that's what we see, that she's kind of juggling between apples and oranges. I think you're concerned with your choice, and possibly this has to do with your choice in career or choice in schooling, whatever program you're following at this time, or jobs as such. You could be in the same career, but a different, when I speak of career, it could be like a career change, right? Or when I speak of job, it could be that you want to stay in the same career, but change employers. I think you're juggling. You're having a tough time to, weigh the pros and the cons between two options that are in front of you. And you're looking for clarity. You're looking at the moon. You're gazing at that moon and looking for clarity. Actually, no, not the moon. This is the earth. I would see this at the earth. You're looking for answers. You need guidance. And, you're not even... And if I look at how she's dressed, she's kind of like in a... Not sloppy, but let loose, let go. Look at her necktie is not done up all the way up, and her blouse is partially opened. So I think you are at that point where you're, not that you've let go, but you're letting loose, I guess. You're not so uptight about it, but you're really at that point where you need to make a choice. So the card is asking you to go with your feelings and not so much with your logic. You've probably done the logical exercises, but now you have to look within yourself and see how you feel. I typically don't do this. I don't go with my feelings. I go with the logical side of things when I make decisions. And I build myself a spreadsheet, and I look at all the positive aspects of whatever options are in front of me, and I rate them, how important they are to me. And from a scale of 1 to 10, I rate them. And then I take the highest number, and then I go with that option. But in this case, it's asking you to look at or consider how you feel about this option, these options. So I'm going to leave that there for now, and we're going to go right into the tarot cards. All right, so we're going to start with shuffling. Then I'm going to cut the deck and start your reading. Taurus, for Taurus. Oops, for Taurus. All right. All right, the first card will be your present situation. You have the Page of Swords. The opposing obstacles are the Knight of Cups. Oops, the Three of Swords, and I don't do reversals with these spreads. Three of Swords for your desired aspirations. Your guidance is strength, and the outcome is the King of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune is good. Wheel of Fortune is the energy of luck and things turning into your favor. It also is linked to Sagittarius. So this could be the energy of the Sagittarius period. So let's just leave that up there for now. And let's deep dive into this reading. So you now are in a situation where you're contemplating. You have a lot of thoughts in your mind. And you're holding that sword. You're in your deep thoughts. I don't think you're quite ready yet to speak about this. You're still in the thought process, but you're in the thought process of something new, right? Of thinking about something new, which could very well be these two options, these two possibilities for you moving forward in terms of career or jobs or programs that you're studying at this moment or learning. So let's park that there. Your desires is the Three of Swords. Now, I think this is not necessarily that you want to have a heart that's broken or as such, or a heart that's crying. You don't want to have these emotions. You don't want to have this heartache. I think you've gone through this already and you just want to get rid of this. And remember, the card came upside down. So, and I'll make an exception for this time, but if I look at the swords, you want those swords to be dropping out of the heart. So whatever heartache you've had with this job, program at school, or career, you literally want this to be over. The heartache that you've had to go through and put up with. And it's challenges, right? I mean, everything you've attempted, kind of went nowhere. If not everything, at least in this situation, we have 3 swords, so 3 attempts, 3 strikes you're out, right? You've attempted and it failed. So and this could be in terms of your thought process, whatever you've encountered, you've been working on, whatever communication you've had, it's just not worked out for you. And now you're ready to let go. You want to let go of this. And you want those swords to be pulled out. So, the hurt just stops. And the anguish stops. All right, so the opposing obstacles is the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is, it's someone that comes in with an offer. And it usually is something that is emotional. So something that's, passionate. So you're lacking, I think you're lacking that offer that's not coming into you. You're probably looking for change. But at this time, there is no offer. There's no other opportunity for you to change jobs. You've made applications maybe. If you're wanting to change jobs or career, you've been making applications and that's just not come through for you yet. You haven't even had an interview yet. See what I mean? Yeah, you have to wait because, the energy here of the wheel, that's going to happen. It's just not the right timing. So the guidance is to have strength in the meantime. Have courage. Master your emotions as well. Whatever is inside of you, your demons, your anger, your fears, just don't act out yet. Have the courage and strength to hold those within for the time being. When it'll be time for you to roar, the universe will show you. But at this time, it's not yet the time. You need to hold your composure and just hold on. The outcome, it says here, is the King of Swords. King of Swords. So, when I'm looking at this, I'm also thinking, now that I'm seeing the King of Swords, King of Swords is always one that is very clear. There's no emotions in his actions or thoughts or communications. And he is taking action. And it could be related to like someone of the career of either the lawyer or some kind of a financial planner. If this has to do with healthcare, I also see this card as a surgeon. This will happen, so you may need the help of someone. And if this is about changing jobs, or maybe the thought process that I'm going at right now is you're maybe thinking or contemplating retiring. And you're weighing that pros and cons about retirement. Are you ready to retire yet? Can you retire yet? And the only reason why I'm saying that is because, you're probably tired. done your share. And I'm going to flip it over because I don't read reversals. And that offer, for retirement, that package hasn't come in yet. Or if you are having some kind of a situation at work where exactly that, when you retire or when you're announcing you're leaving, or they're offering you something, a different job, that offer hasn't come yet, or they haven't prepared your package to offer you that package yet, but it will come. There's just an extra step involved, and it involves people, such as the King of Swords, like a lawyer or some kind of a financial planner. There is a need for that in this reading. So I'm going to pull some more cards, though, just as a final outcome. Oops, not this right now. I wanted to pull a Lenormand card. Oh, well, it came out. So yes, there are things that are not clear yet because you got the book. And the book can represent secrets or things that are hidden from you yet at this time. So there's some background work that's being done or not shared with you at this time that needs to occur before this can happen, before you are in a better position to be able to decide. But it's asking you to go with your gut feeling and your feelings to decide what you want. But I think you need to wait until you have that offer that comes through from the individuals that are involved in presenting this offer to you. In the meantime, hold on to your composure, definitely. Don't roar yet. Don't speak yet. Don't, just hold on. Hang in tight. More information is needed until that wheel can turn, okay? Let's go with another set of cards, which is called Dixit. Oops, all right. Yes. Dixit is a card game, but anyways, I picked some cards and I really like this. This is the first edition of the game. Look, these two people are sitting together at a table. They've not yet ordered anything to eat. There's a bottle in the middle. It looks like there should be some compromising to be done, okay? Some conversation to be had. But they're both in their own little worlds. They're not in the same shared picture yet. So definitely, I think there's some back and forth communication or some synergies that need to occur between the two entities, you being one of them, and the other entity being another entity, whether it is your company you work for or another company you want to work for, or if it's a school, another program at another school, or another school altogether. There clearly has to be some synergies and some connection between the two, so you're both speaking in the same picture frame, and get the ball rolling into this collaboration that needs to occur. Yeah, that's what I see from this, Taurus. Okay, oops, I was going to do this. So the animals cards, these are called Divine Animal Oracles. So I'm going to pull a card from this as well. Taurus. Okay, not too many came out. Not going to pick all of those. All right, so Taurus. We're going to pick this one. All right. Okay, you've got the Jaguar. Jaguar is number 9. And I can't read what it's written on there. Jeez, my glasses are not thick enough. So I'm going to skip whatever's written on there because I can't read it. But if I look at the imagery on this card, we have this person that's in kind of like a pause position, almost hopeless. And the sun is rising in the background, and then you've got this jaguar that's coming, and almost as a protection to this individual, maybe as a help, providing them the courage and the strength, like in the strength card with the lion. What I like is also that you have another type of cat, feline species. So here's the card. Sun is rising, the clouds are moving out, clarity is going to come through. Although you look like you're kind of like stuck in this position, your head is looking downwards, you're not looking up, you almost look discouraged. This jaguar is coming in to help you. I really think this is clarity coming to you. Clarity and maybe it's also releasing some energies, some negative thoughts, some of your fears, and releasing the thought process to now start going with your feelings a little bit more than your head. Yeah, you're probably needing to release some of your inhibitions, or like your fears or your constraints, in order to also be part of that conversation that needs to be had on the same playing field with the entity you're looking to go work for, or change jobs at your career, or whatever, right? Release something that's stopping you from getting that offer. And most likely, like I said, it's fear-based. And negative thoughts usually generate a lot of fear. So it's asking you to feel. Go with your gut feeling. And, felines are also associated with intuition. And I think you should go with your intuition, as the previous cards suggested. What do you feel, Taurus? Go with your feelings. All right, so here's the moon energy for you, Taurus. All right, it's telling you to take time to breathe out. So disseminating moon, but that's the type of the moon it's talking to. But the main message is take time to breathe out. And I see that in this card here. Like if your tie is tied up all the way to your neck, and your blouse is completely, or your shirt is completely tied up too, it's like you're like uptight, right? Like you're like in the go mode. You're like in the work, and career. Just like untie those buttons and really let loose. Like breathe out. Take a breather. All right, so that's that for you, Taurus. I hope this resonated, and if it did not, no worries. Come and check me out another time. But if it did resonate, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to hear more from me, Taurus, in the future, please do click on the subscribe if you haven't done that already, as well as the notification bell, because then you'll get notified when I post something in the future. So take care, Taurus, and all the best to you until next time. Bye now.